Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. As always, I'm Andrew Cavanaugh. I want to say thank you for coming back to Cavanaugh's Corner. I know it's been a little bit since I've done a video. I apologize for that. It is kind of a slow month for movies. There was not a lot coming out that I was really excited for. So I kind of took a little bit of a break. Started talking, I've done some videos on my TikTok channel talking about movies that are coming out soon. Some of them I share here, some of them I don't. So definitely go subscribe to me over on TikTok, follow me on there. But today, there was finally a movie that came out that I really love. And this is one that I had seen years ago. I owned it on Blu-ray, but it's a movie that I saw it when I was in college. And it's a movie that really stuck with me, mainly because of the atmosphere, the music, the cinematography, the acting. Everything in this movie is just really it's just a knockout. And I love it. I love everything about this film. This is one of those movies that I tend to rewatch every now and then, even though the movie does kind of pack an emotional wallop, or at least for me it does. And that is the Brian De Palma film Blowout, starring John Travolta, Nancy Allen, John Lithgow, Dennis Franz is in this. A lot of great actors. And again, this is one of those movies that if you haven't seen it, you kind of have to see this movie. I love this film. If you are big into movie making, or at least certain things about movie making, they may or may not exist anymore, but at the time when this movie came out back in 1981, it's really a marvel to see the filmmaking that goes into this film. Brian De Palma is at his all-time best, honestly, in this movie. He directs the crap out of this thing. Sound is used in a very, very special way. John Travolta's character is a sound man. He does sound effects for movies, for horror movies, actually, in this. And he is a witness to what is supposed to be an accident, but is most likely a cover-up for an assassination. And then the movie kind of goes crazy from there. Again, I won't get into much, but it is a fantastic film to watch. The suspense in this movie is just incredible. It really is very Hitchcockian, but I love the stylistic flair that Brian De Palma brings to this film. And Vilmos Zsigmond's cinematography in this, he's the director of photography for this movie. He just knocks it out of the park. This actually has some of my favorite shots in any film ever, especially near the end of the film. Fireworks are used in an amazing way, and it just looks absolutely incredible. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this was out on Criterion Blu-ray before. This is the new 4K restoration by Criterion. It is a 2-disc set. I'll show you the inside here so you can see this is the disc with the film, and the secondary disc is the standard Blu-ray, and it comes with a very nice booklet and a see-through case. You can see all the sound effects tapes that John Travolta has. The booklet is also really cool. Some really nice articles in there. Has a reproduction of an article that's in the film. The main reason why I picked this up was because it was an all-new 4K restoration, and the older one was a 2K restoration done on standard Blu-ray. They went back and upped it to 4K, and this has Dolby Vision and everything. Dolby Vision and HDR10. So I was really curious to see how this movie would look, because as soon as I saw it was coming out to 4K, I'm like, that's a good movie to put out on 4K, because the visuals in this are just stunning. And so, really, it brings us to the review here. So how is the picture quality for the new Criterion 4K of Blowout? Simply said, it is amazing. I absolutely love this transfer. What a nice change of pace this was to go from Heat to this. Heat was kind of a disaster zone, where this is a knockout. This is how you do a 4K transfer. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful from beginning to end. The black levels on this disc are some of the best I have ever seen. They are really amazing, and there are a lot of night scenes in this film, scenes in dark environments, whether it be a screening room for a movie, in a movie studio, or a night sky, a night scene, you know, the pivotal scene in the movie where Travolta is kind of like in a park recording sounds where that blowout happens. It really is shockingly beautiful to look at. Detail level is off the charts. Again, they really did an amazing job with upticking everything for this. There is no DNR to be had that I could see. There was no softness to the picture. There are a lot of overlays in this film. There are a lot of combined optical shots. Brian De Palma loves to do it where he puts something right here and overlays another frame, so you get both items in frame without without it going out of focus. Those look amazing, especially there's one particular shot of an owl, and you can see John Travolta in the background and the owl in the foreground, and it's amazing. It's amazing to look at. The split screen stuff in this movie is incredible. Again, just a beautiful looking film, and the Dolby Vision. Oh, the Dolby Vision in this is just mind blowing. The Dolby Vision looks astounding on this disc. The colors are so much more vibrant than they were before. Reds, blues, greens, especially the reds. The fireworks I mentioned earlier near the end of the film are just amazing. I mean, it is really a workout. If you have an OLED TV, you've got to put this in your 4K disc collection, because I can only imagine how beautiful it looks against that night sky with the fireworks and everything. It probably looks absolutely amazing on an OLED TV. I'm hoping at some point I can upgrade to an OLED. The other thing that kind of was not so outstanding is the fact that this movie only comes with a 2.0 surround DTS HD master audio track. It's the original stereo track for the film. It's remastered really well. I think it's the exact same one that was on the standard Blu-ray before. I didn't notice any kind of differentials there. I really wish they went the extra mile and did a Dolby Atmos track for this film. This movie is dependent on sound. It is a big factor of the film, and if this movie could be transferred to a 5.1 even, I think it really would help the film out a lot. The stereo track is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Dialogue, music, sound effects, everything is crystal clear, and the directional of the sound effects is wonderfully done. I think this movie could have been greatly assisted by a new Atmos track or even a surround soundtrack, but there is none to be had, sadly. There are a ton of special features on here. There's an interview with De Palma, which is actually conducted by director Noah Baumbach. He's a great writer and director himself. There's an interview with Nancy Allen, who is outstanding in this movie. There's actually an entire film by De Palma from 1967 called Murder a la Mode, which is, again, a kind of a very early feature from Brian De Palma. There's some interviews with Garrett Brown, who worked on the Steadicam shots that are in this film, which are incredible, and the booklet I showed you before. So it really is a nice set. Kind of lacking with the sound, but the special features are really nice. All the special features are on the standard Blu-ray. Only the main film is on the 4K disc, so there's nothing else but the main film on that 4K disc. Again, kind of wish they really upped that sound, but overall, if you are a fan of this film or you haven't seen it yet and you want to see it in the best quality possible, you've got to check out Blowout on 4K. This is outstanding. Honestly, it's one of my favorite films that Brian De Palma ever made, and I think it actually may be one of my favorite performances from John Travolta. He is amazing in this movie. Supposedly, he suffered from insomnia during the shoot of this movie, which is why he looks like such a disaster in this film. So, really a great movie, and I highly recommend it, whether you've seen it or not. This 4K is it's a real home run from Criterion. If you want to help the channel out and you want to make that happen, I greatly appreciate it. You can use the links for Amazon below to pick up this disc. Or you can use that little heart thing. You can do the super thanks and make a donation to the channel. I greatly appreciate it if you were to support me. It really goes a long way. It really helps me out. As always, I just want to say thank you so much for coming back to the channel. I really appreciate it. If you like this, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe down below for more videos like this. I wish you all the best. Please stay safe and take it easy.